Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second series of webinars for LIGNA 2021. My name is Christian Pfeiffer. I'm responsible for LIGNA, and this is the 25th of November 2020. Thank you very much for being with us today. I would like to start with a couple of organizational information and details about our audio and visual recording of this webinar. We won't save or put any details from your contact detail or your name or your picture into any file or data. We will just put the information on the slides and of course my picture, reading those information to you and answering questions into the dates on our website. If you have questions in the course of this webinar, please put them into the chat. This tool, EduDip, has a chat function. Please use this as much as you like. Your questions will be hopefully answered live in detail from my colleagues who are actually answering the chats and questions you will address to them. And of course, you can use the traditional way and have an email dropped to LIGNA-Webinars@messe.de. I think we will be around 30 minutes plus question and answers through with the information we're having here for you today. For us, it's important that you can see anything and of course take it on demand at a later stage for your information. So we will publish all question and answers, all information shown here on our website. And of course, all details are mentioned in our shop and the files we are having there in regards to terms and conditions and of course technical regulations. If you have any individual questions, please don't hesitate to contact the LIGNA team and of course myself and our technical partners here at Deutsche Messe as well, excuse me, as well as in Frankfurt for the VDMA. So this is what we prepared for you today. We are going through an update in regards to the postponement of LIGNA 21. What are the new dates and timelines you have to have in mind in regards to the upcoming show? What questions might occur that many maybe have asked before and what we would like to give you some answers for, and what's the update on the technical information, and then we go into the open questions and answer discussion at the end of this presentation. So let me give a short update of what happened so far. We in the woodworking world will be, after LIGNA 2019, the next big show for the industry, and we hope, especially with the postponement towards autumn 21, be the next step into the business and be a starting point, be the spark to light the fire of business again in the woodworking industry. We here in Hanover were in the position to hold a show in October here on our grounds with the well-known security and safety measures we addressed in the last webinar to you. We had a successful show called INFA. This is a business to consumer show, so very challenging in regards of food and catering and many people at a certain time here on the showground, but we had a great show here. We had more than 45,000 people running in 1 week through our halls, and this was a very big thing for us, and we are now a proven ground or a proven showground for those technical and safety measures. In the meantime, we also developed a permanent stage for online events, that is online or hybrid events, let me put it that way, that's the new wording for that. We can put people into our hall, we can actually go into broadcasting, into live broadcasting in our rebuilt Hall 18. I think we'll go into details today a little and definitely in the next webinar so you can see that we are ready to stage a hybrid show in a very professional way. So why did we change dates for LIGNA 21? In the upcoming situation we have right now here in Central Europe, there are many uncertainties right now. Will there be any lockdown in the near future or not? Will there be a vaccine or not. This was something that 3 or 4 weeks ago wasn't that sure. Right now we have good information on the way in regards, for example, for vaccines. But in this situation right now, you as an exhibitor need to take decisions in regards to stand building, in regards to machinery building, shipping, logistics, and personal planning. So we decided together with BDMA and the board of the BDMA, so many exhibitors are present there, to postpone the show towards autumn 21, because this gives everyone more or less less riskier situation and ground to take this decision towards a LIGNA and a restart of business that anyone in the business is looking for. So what we decided, we go into September, we go into end of September, so that there are no public holidays, no school holidays, either in Germany nor in Italy. And we have 10 days regular setup and 7 days regular breakdown. So this is something we as a global framework needed to input into our grounds, and these were the dates that came up. And we took it, and I think so far the feedback we got, we are on a very good way with that date and timing, so that we can restart the business together in autumn in 21 for the next show. Of course, we will establish this special LIGNA in autumn first time as a hybrid event. I just mentioned we build up our hub, hybrid event center, where we will be in the position to host people under certain security and safety measures, but also broadcast online worldwide together with you, the relevant content formats, and of course, create a network you're used to at LIGNA. So we will be adding virtual elements to the show. We're right now calling it LIGNA.Hybrid, but we'll see about the naming and wording. At the end of the day, we will have a huge framework of new possibilities for you to reach, or to increase your reach, to increase your lead business. And this is what you're here for. This is why you are part of LIGNA and the show. So how will this portal look like? LIGNA.Virtuell are more or less those elements. Of course, we are starting from our homepage, where the portal opens to the LIGNA.Virtuell world. The visitor has to input a little more details about himself and about his interests in the industry and interest about innovation, special technology and solutions in the registration to enter this world, because our algorithm behind that portal takes the interests and the information and builds up a world for him in regards to his interest, with offers from our exhibitors in regards, for example, machinery, tooling, plant or software, or special content interests when it comes to live conference program or business dating, or contact people in regards to his interests. So the first opening door is, of course, data of the visitor. But the second thing is we need your input, of course, when it comes to the media library and, of course, the exhibitor profile, where you input your details in regards to your offerings as a company and your solutions. So there's the possibility to put video inside, text inside, and even more. Even more means, for example, of course, faces and people behind the points of interest. So if you have a special person that is the expert on CNC nesting, for example, you put this certain person behind this topic, so that people are in a position to go into these contact details, to address the person and to get into networking, get into appointments and meetings, so that you can go live into a meeting with him. And upfront LIGNA, it's possible to make appointments with the person who is interested in your products. As an additional service, we will offer live exhibitor channels so that you are in the position to broadcast live from LIGNA, for example, into the world, into the database. And this is a more or less exclusive service which is not accessible for everyone from the exhibitor side. This is a limited offering we are having here because this is something very special. You can use a live broadcast, for example, from LIGNA, but also from your home base. Either if you are a manufacturer in Italy, Germany, or China, you can use your home base to broadcast live into the world, use it for your salespeople, and bring very inside information about innovations, about solutions, about references, for example, you put into the market, into the world. Of course, we are able to broadcast our live program from conferences like from the Wood Industry Summit or the LIGNA Forum. Both forums will be held in Hall 18, so our hub, our hybrid event location, so that it can be easily broadcasted and it will be held without any background noise. So we have a great atmosphere for broadcasting content and innovation and solution from your side. So more details about that will follow within the next webinars for sure, where we would like to introduce all necessary details. You need to know about how to access this new program, new LIGNA Virtual, and how to be part of that the most successful way. How did we put together those elements of the products? We had the situation that we had to postpone Hannover Messe, and then at the end of the day, had to take the decision to go purely online with the show. And we did, we designed Hannover Messe digital days in July 2020 and had a lot of information input from the exhibitors, but also experiences in renting a special broadcasting center here in Hanover and doing this for 2 days in a row. And bring a lot of people together. We had more than 10,000 people activated in this purely online show. And based on that, we asked more than 5,000 visitors from all over the world, all over our products, from Interschutz to Hannover Messe, Domotex, and of course LIGNA. And on top of that, more than 100 exhibitors to give their feedback in regards to a possible format for LIGNA and for our shows. And we developed out of those feedbacks that were analyzed in a very, very deep way, the 6 points, the 6 elements of our LIGNA Virtual I just showed you. So based on the very broad feedback from the users of this tool, we developed this format. So what will be the new schedule dates for the upcoming show? Of course, the allocation of booth and halls already has begun, and it will continue in the due course. The activation of the LIGNA.Shop will start from December 1st. We will start sending out confirmation of the participation starting from April 21st, and we will have our press preview here on the former LIGNA second day, May 11th. So we will hang on to this format, and I'm very sure that we will go into our hub. So the new location will be used for that, so that everyone gets a nice view of what to expect during LIGNA in autumn. And of course, we will bring many news, many insights in regards to digital printing and surface technology on Deeper Symposium 1 day before our press preview here in Hanover. The rental invoices will be sent out 1st of June, and the setup will start 10 days ahead of the show start on September 17th. And after that, I already mentioned it, we have the regular 7 days time to dismantle the show. Everything we just told you will be available, of course, online after the webinar, so that you can access all the details and facts later in a quiet minute. If you are already a registered exhibitor, your application and your application will be transferred into the new dates. If you don't want that, please give us a written note about that. You have anyway the free cancellation option until end of March next year. So there's a huge span of time where you can take a more or less riskless decision how to proceed with your application for LIGNA 2021 in autumn. All the details can be downloaded under the link shown there on page 21. Every details on that are mentioned in our terms and conditions. So please go on that to see about the details. We're still keeping number 8 of our terms and conditions out of the picture, so that we are not keeping 25% of the retention if we, as an organizer, Deutsche Messe, will cancel the show. And if you already paid, we will refund your retention, your retention anyway. So this as an information, and I hope we are going the right way with that. Of course, there are many questions about the multi-year contract. How are we proceeding with those? The multi-year contract is still valid for the autumn show because it is a show in 21 and we will take place in autumn here in Hanover. If you would like to cancel your multi-year contract, please keep in mind that we will invoice the difference between the multi-year contract pricing for 2 shows and develop this into a pricing of a 1-year contract. So the difference will be invoiced to you because this is a thing you already rented out for 2019, and the difference will be invoiced to you between those 2 different prices. The multi-year contract cannot be transferred into 2023, nor can the subsequent invoice be credited to the difference that we need to invoice. Details on that can also be downloaded or read under the terms and conditions in our shop. What's new in regards to the technical requirements and safety and security concept? We have new information that is that came in between the last webinar about 6 weeks ago and now, and it says that mouth and nose covering is an obligation. That is important for your stand planning and building, because key is, of course, 1 meter and 50 centimeter distance to people. If you're not wearing a mask, if you wear a mask, you can actually go under this certain distance. Of course, it makes sense to keep the distance, but if anyone or everyone is obliged to wear a mask, exhibitors and visitors, I think it gives certain security on that, and especially lowers the guidelines when it comes to keeping distance on your stand. This is especially important for stands that have special areas where people might cross each other, or the ways might cross each other's ways, and of course very small stands where people are having trouble to put defined entrance, a defined exit, and now with everyone that has to wear a mask, I think it's easier to organize those special options. But let me put it that way, I think it's a good hint that we should wait, or you should wait with definite plannings until spring 2021, because we all think here at Deutsche Messe that the requirements in regards of safety and security will be more relaxed when a vaccine is available, and of course when the infections worldwide go down. So we believe very truly that the requirements will lower with the course of time. So please wait also for more information in spring 2021. We will definitely keep you updated with any changes that occur. And of course, please go into details if you have questions, if you want to read very thoroughly what's the terms and conditions, what are the technical requirements so far, the most current, the most actual information about that you can find in our LIGNA.Shop. The link is there, and please go online and download those details there, or just address us with your questions. So now we go into questions and answers. I think a couple of questions have been answered already in the chat. I don't receive any new or additional questions that have to be answered here right now, but we have been sent a couple of questions that were inputted before the webinar, and I would like to read the question and then give the answer after that. What are the deadlines for registration to the fair? I mentioned that already. You can cancel your participation for free without any costs attached until March 31st next year. So there's no cancellation fee if you put an application now into the system and then maybe change your mind. There's a question about or uncertainty about borders. Will the borders be open? Of course, I cannot for sure say that, but of course there will be more insight when it comes to spring next year. And again, you have the possibility to cancel for free in March until end of March 2021. When will we have a proposition for the location of the booth? This is an individual question, of course, in regards to VDMA. So please get in contact with the VDMA. It depends a little on your hall if you already can get information about your definite stand position, but please get in contact with either Mr. Better or Mr. Diesel there in Frankfurt. If you don't have the contact details, please go online or call someone mentioned here in our contact list on the next slide. Also, will the COVID measures be detailed during the webinar still be implemented in September? Of course, we are not sure if the exact technical requirements mentioned right now in the shop will be applicable for September. But as I said, we will update you as soon as something changes, as soon as we have more details about that. And we, as an organizer, would be happy to lower those requirements as soon as possible, in your sense, in our sense, and of course in the sense of our visitors. But as soon as we got information about that, we will inform you. I think those were the questions so far. And if we don't have anything else, and I think this is not the case, we will proceed. And of course, as I mentioned, please contact our colleagues, my colleagues, Ms. Figen Güner, Ms. Elke Hein, and Ms. Stephanie Wagner, with individual questions, with options you have, with details you need to really go into discussions with that. They are available via email, via telephone for their special halls. So please get in contact with them if you have any questions or things you need to clear up. You can also go online, follow us on social media channels, but also go on our shop, in our shop, to see more details about that. LIGNA TV is still running on YouTube, so also a lot of very interesting information in our industry, in our branch, especially, of course, based in German workshops. The ORMA is our association and gives you a broad picture how to proceed with trade shows in Germany overall, and about safety and security for visitors and exhibitors here in Germany and our infrastructures nationwide. So before we end this webinar for today, I would like to give you a small outlook of what's on our next agenda. We will go into details with our hub, our hybrid event location. We will go into details with our hybrid formats, so our virtual elements. We'll go into details what we are planning in detail for the upcoming show to add these virtual elements to LIGNA. And of course, we will let you know if we have any updates on technical requirements for the upcoming show. So in the meantime, please get in contact with us if you have any questions. We are looking for a successful LIGNA to start business for the industry again in autumn this upcoming season in 2021. And yeah, we are very looking forward to welcome you all in person here in Hanover, because we are truly believers that we need this personal contact in our world of business and especially in woodworking. So yeah, let me wish you all from the whole LIGNA team a great pre-season time, and then have a great Christmas, everyone. Stay safe and sound, and we're looking forward to you here at Hanover. Best regards from Germany. All the best. Keep safe, and thank you. Bye-bye.